Alright. Whoa. Who would have thought? Why do none of the MUT Superstar cards ever show up? That's so weird. Fuck that noise. Need the training. Alright. Getting close. after we get a few of these knocked out, probably move over and maybe try to get those 3 draft games done tonight. We'll see. You suck. Goddamn game. What? Okay. I didn't think I got the 85 yards, but apparently I did. Even though that should have required me scoring a touchdown. Righto. Alright. Even though these are like fucking pain in the asses, I'm gonna do them anyway. At least a few of them here. Just probably spend like 20 minutes on them. And then at least try to get a draft game done, if not all 3 of them, we'll see. Alrighty. Say if he's not going to get open, I'll just run with the shit. Even though I'm scared as shit to fumble the ball every time he goes anymore. Christ almighty. I don't know if they'd cover that or not. He couldn't get over there in time to help. The fuck was going on there, dude? He's like glitching out. He's having like a moment. Of course they come through, even though they weren't set, you know. God damn it, Lamar, stop fucking chit-chatting. Hike the ball, bro. What the hell is this stuff? I hate those animations where they sit there and talk. So don't talk right now, just hike the ball. Alright, now we just gotta try to get the ball back quickly. And I believe we need like 49 or 50 yards. Something like that. Already. Gotta use these goddamn timeouts, trying to keep the clock on board here. Alright. God damn it, I thought that'd bounce a lot more. Oh, I was trying to get in the end zone too, get extra touchdown there, but I'm not feeling like doing those long ones. Just want to do quick ones maybe here. Come on, though. Big money. Not that big. Go figure. We'll give this one a shot. See if we can't knock it out. Don't get sacked. Rushing touchdown. Win the game. Alright, good start. That worked out. Ah, sons of bitches. Jesus. Great start, fellas. First fucking pass, bombs it out of the way. Not even close. You put your fucking foot down, Holmes? Come on. Christ almighty. Alright. Oh, excuse me. I figured that just might work. And it did. I believe, is it tomorrow morning? If you go, if you look at your stuff and you press like R1 on it from your whatever, where you go look at all your cards, you should be able to flip it over a little bit and see a date on it. I think. But I'd like to think it'd be in the morning. Get an LT. Yep. Couldn't do it all. Alright, so where does that put us at? $56 out of 80. And there's all these to go yet. See if we can knock that one out real quick. If we get 4 stars, we'll be 20 shy. If we get 5, we'll be 19. Either way, that puts us within 4 challenges of a 96 overall player that we're going to use for fucking more training points eventually. Because I'm just going to turn all that shit and do whatever, candy or whatever, their jelly bean deal. So we gotta run out at about the 2 or 1 yard line here. Nope. Nobody blocked him. He went unblocked. That should be a first down. Alright, and the other one was what? Score a rushing touchdown, I believe? Or just score a touchdown, okay. Easy enough. That'll work. Oh, we gotta play the whole goddamn half? All it said was take the lead. We took the lead. Oh, never mind. Alright, probably help if I looked at the scoreboard, eh? That's alright. At least the, quote, bonus shit is done. Let's score a touchdown and get the 4 first downs. Now all we gotta do is take a lead, so... How about a pick 6 or a fumble recovery for a touchdown here? LT was trying to strip it. Alright, got the ball back, 3 and out. God damn it. Thought he'd hold that block for a second longer there, but he did not. God fucking damn it. Right, got the ball back for nothing. Wonderful, fellas. Wonderful. Oh. Alright, goddamn, another 3 and out. Let's try not to fuck this one up so poorly. Oh, Snapple. Dion doing Dion things. Prime time. He's gonna go for 2, but you know, why not? Get some stats. Alright. And he hold that ball. I was even getting ready to return that thing, but okie dokie. Do not let him get a fucking field goal. I mean, come on. Take your time, Matt. By all means, take your time. Yep, he drops that one. You gotta be fucking kidding me. He wasn't even throwing it to that dude, but yet there he is. Perfect placing. Perfect, ready to go. You gotta be kidding me. They do not fucking score a touchdown here, guys. Come on. Got it. Oh, fucking LT. Man, everybody got in this fucking way, though. God damn it, if Dion just wouldn't have been laying there. Oh my God, Lamar. What's the point of being a 91 if you can't make that throw? Come on. You gotta be kidding me. Alright, I'm gonna run it up the middle a couple times here. Alright, well, time to call her a night on those. Forgot to go check on that Berry card and see what she's selling for. just have to check it out tomorrow and see what happens. Alright, let's see how these games go. Alright, well, here we go. Oh, Snapples. It doesn't bode well for them in the first play of the game when the world-class wrecking crew gets through like that. Oh shit. World class wrecking crew strikes again. Pick six. Minka Fitzpatrick. Let's go. No, that's all good. You're never late. As long as you show up, you're not late. That's the way I look at it. I did end up getting nothing but small eggs the entire week. I think I missed one, maybe two of them. And all I got were small eggs every single time, so, but I guess I assume whatever candy you don't spend when all this crap is done will turn into training, so yeah, that doesn't work on work with bosses, but it works for streaming on my stream. Sorry. I mean, I can try for you. I don't think it'll work. Oh man, supposed to get freaking 2 inches of snow, maybe even more, like 4 and 5 inches of snow tomorrow, and that's just fucking crazy, man. I mean, like, we're all stuck pretty much inside anyway, but it's nice to be able to get the kids outside to wear some energy off and shit, so it's just weird. It's like, really? Oh. But maybe that'll also keep some people from traveling, because I had to run to town quick today to get something, and there were a shit ton of people out and about. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy here. I'm talking like 40, 50 mile an hour winds. It's like, man, don't do that. Don't do that. If you're gonna snow, that's fine, but don't get crazy with the cheese whiz and be doing stupid stuff like that. Right? Yeah, it's a big old day. I know my wife felt bad she couldn't get a lot of stuff for the kids, because A, it was all, like, as soon as it showed up, it was gone, since everybody knew it was going to be crazy, so not only is toilet paper and eggs hard to find, but Easter stuff. But she snagged them some stuff, and we'll do a little egg hunt around the house. What's up? I'm not an expert, but I'm an opinion. Oh, shit. Nope, I just knew it. Oh. It's alright, just get back in field goal range, burn out the first quarter. What's that? Jesus. Right? And see, like, I understand these whole, like, superstar abilities, but they really, I don't know. I don't like them on here. I like them on franchise. My kids seem to think that that's what matters is, you know, depending what you set them up as, but I don't know. Sometimes I find just getting their things rolling and, you know, and getting them in the zone is such a pain in the ass, but I guess my style of play is to stop the run. That's why I'm always the D tackle. My problem is pass coverage. I suck at pass coverage. Sometimes I do really well, but man, other times I blow it. As far as halfbacks, when I do this, I run 2 halfback system. It's weird. When I do my MUT team, I just run my main back. Right? And see, that's the problem, is it's like, it's so hard because if you don't get the right guy, it could be costly for your stupid coins because they just, I don't know. Anymore, I honestly, with my MUT team, I don't even like get too upset if I get a guy and I'm like, oh, that'll fit in well. If he fits, that's cool, but yeah, like, it's like the punter. I remember when I first started playing this year, it was ridiculous how much punters cost and what people like, and I was like, dude, nobody even barely uses these guys. Why are they so almost like rare, I guess, it seemed as if. But like I said, I play 2 totally different styles between like this and my MUT team. My MUT team's more about kind of what I've gotten for free and what I earn that I can't get rid of. Because I hate non-auctionable shit, so sometimes I just get, like last year I got stuck with that Browns offensive lineman and I was like, for real. And they said, no way are they leaving that route that open, but they really did. That didn't look right at all, and I said, you know what, I got one plan for that, and that's a go route. I feel like I've been very fortunate this year, though, with the cards that I've earned. Last year, I really only felt like I got lucky once, and that was when I did the Ultimate Legends stuff, and I needed to get Vic, and I was able to pick out of like 5 guys, and Vic was one of the 5, so that worked out. But even then, that was still dumb luck, because it could have been any of like 30 dudes, so... And I started with Vic this year. I had Vic up to a 91, but I realized that no matter what the marketplace did, I felt like the Vics that I needed to get were never going to be cheap, so I just kind of gave up. Oh. Yeah. Like my 3-4 people say that's quote whatever. I mean, I get it. On offense, there's definitely a lot. That is very true. That's why I'm glad they do what they do. I used to just play this game for franchise mode. That was the only reason I showed up. Palamalu, psycho. I love it. But yeah, I played franchise only, and it sucks because I wish I'd have played the league thing they had on NCAA 14 that was set up like MUT. But I'll be honest, I was only there for one thing, and that was the dynasty mode and to make players to put on Madden. That was it. Just to play as many games as fast as I could. Oh, look out, fellas, you're on my team, get out of the way. That's like, I know my kids were struggling for a while because they couldn't get their overall up, and I explained to them, it's just, you gotta, you know, little by little. It's kind of cruddy. It's tedious. It's annoying. And I feel like this year it's even harder to get going. Like, by this time last year, I looked at my old streams and I was easily at like a 95 overall with my MUT team, and that was just some unfortunate untradeable, unauctionable cards I got stuck with, so I don't know. I definitely feel like this year is set up to be a lot fucking harder for that shit. You guys must be out your goddamn line. He's a pretty fast tight end to just leave alone like that. Dance, white boy, dance. You can do it. Can't believe you got left that wide open over there. That's like, I'm always wondering if there's maybe a better offense to run with my MUT team, because sometimes I feel like, not bored, but just like there's a lot of plays on my offense that I don't use. I tried one other one, but it just didn't feel right. Yeah, I know. I definitely feel like I missed out on some captain stuff for my Shazier card. I don't know if I'm ever going to get him above like 96 here, so I don't know what to do. Because if that's the case, I'm going to get Levante David as high up as I can, but I don't know, we'll see. I was kind of hoping maybe like the other day they were going to do some captain thing maybe, but maybe after all this Easter shit's over, they'll do another one of those deals where you play so many games, you get some captain shit going. I'm really knocked him out of bounds for him. How nice of him. And I checked, I'm getting really close to my Pat Tillman being, not, I shouldn't say really close, but I have two things, forced fumbles, oh my, forced fumbles and interceptions are pretty close. Passing yards and passing touchdowns, not so much. But we're trying to work on that. Oh my god, Jesus Christ, that ball really bounced up there. I wish I could get baseball like today. I don't care how late I get baseball, I just want to have baseball. Right? They are pretty funky this year. There are certain things that just drive me a little bonkers, but it's better than no game, I guess. I don't know. Some people fucking absolutely hate it, but he's a big, fast dude. He'd be a hella good 2 or 3 if he had upgrades and stuff, but Alright. I was kind of hoping, since baseball season kind of got all screwed up, the MLB game would be like, hey, listen, here's our game, $20, and have some baseball. But I get it, it's a business, they gotta make their money. But by now I figure they've probably made a pretty good penny or two here or there, so putting it up for a week or two at $20 I don't think would hurt anybody. I know right away they'd make $60 in my household. At least 30. I was all bummed because even though we have all the shutdowns and stuff, there's a few places downtown still open, and before we got completely shut down, I was going to take some of my PlayStation games I don't play anymore here and see if I could trade them at our local GameStop, or it's not really a GameStop, but it's just like a little shop. But the dude shut his shop down entirely before this even happened, and I didn't know that. And I was like, oh man. I was like, that was the best way of trading in games that I just didn't need anymore for something at least. And I figured some of the games I had, definitely have enough for where I could probably get baseball for like 15, $20. But nope. Closed indefinitely forever. I'll get it, it might just be like, I don't know, they used to always put it on sale for the All-Star break. I think it was like $30 or something, sometimes $20 at All-Star break, but being that I'm not sure what the All-Star break is this year, who knows what'll go down. We're definitely getting a few passing yards at least. 3 touchdowns, so that'll be helpful. Even though we have an extremely long way to go. Oh wow. I was trying to put it up and over that dude, but he's got ups. Cooper Cup again. Did I ever tell you that one time I got a 98 Melvin Gordon, or what was it, 90, whatever his, he has some Masters card, it's like a 94, 96, I can't remember now because it was a while ago. But I bought one of those 5,000 gold coin pack deals, you know, where you can just get a player. I use that as my way of getting my daily pack. But yeah, that was pretty sweet. I have the video of it saved. Yeah, it was the 93 level master thing. There you go. But I got it for the 5,000 get a gold player. My kids didn't believe me, and I was like, dudes, I'm so glad I saved the video clip of it. Bring them down, fellas. Somebody, anybody. That was probably my best pull off something like that. Otherwise, it's kind of been a down year for even the packs I've gotten. I haven't really gotten anything too like, whoa. You know, there were a few times last year where I'd buy a pack. I usually would try to buy one pack of like every, you know, event. So like I'd buy an Easter thing right now for 30,000 coins, and But man, I don't buy any packs this year. I pretty much get those on the shit. I haven't gotten junk in them. Every now and then I get something decent, but nothing just mind-blowing where you're like, holy shit, look at that. And I get pissed because I get on Twitter and I see people I follow and they're like, yo, look at this, I got a 96 and a 98 in the same pack. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, are you kidding me right now? Nice. Yep, that's the next one I gotta get. After I get Barry done and then Marlon Humphrey. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. World-class wrecking crew strikes again, boys. Yeah. He's number 3 on my list. Barry's first, Marlon Humphrey's second, and then Lamar. Hell yeah, I've never pulled one, but like I said, this year I really haven't been trying. So in the first 2 years I really played a lot of MUT. I never pulled a limited time card. I've owned a couple through purchase, but hey, that's usually what that's usually what I do when I do get a good one, because the odds of it being, you know, something that either fits my mold or that I need is slim and none. So it's like, well, this is either going to be a hell of a lot of training points or a hell of a lot of coins. It just depends on, I don't know. I kind of have like a little science I broke it down to, that I look at its value and then I look at how many coins it should get me. And if I feel like the value just isn't enough, like it's just not worth messing with it, then it becomes training points, because I figure training points are a lot harder to come by than coins anyway. So man, we've gotten a lot of sacks today. Screen. There we go. I finally read a screen for once. So impressed with myself. Like I said, I really, really wish I had the capability of streaming my PlayStation 3. I would love to do a college football dynasty on my stream, because I think that would be better than anything I've probably ever done before, because I know that game like the back of my freaking hand. Hell, maybe better. Yeah, I was trying to juke. What the hell? But from what I've been explained to and told is pretty much I need a whole different gaming setup, because right now I use my PlayStation, you know, to stream. Oh, 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 you can't let him do that. And I just don't have the money or the knowledge for that shit. My buddy has it. That's how he does all his streaming. He's able to do a lot of that technical shit, but I don't have the fucking stuff for it. About the only thing I do is every now and then I'll turn on my stream on my laptop here just to make sure everything looks right, sounds okay on my end that I can tell. And see, that's the shitty part, is I really don't want to take it super seriously, but of course the one thing I'd love to stream the most, I can't stream unless I want to pretty much pay money. So yeah, it's just not worth it, but If they get a college football game that I can get behind for the PlayStation 4, I promise I will stream the shit out of that. Yeah, I pretty much do it, especially right, like I had kind of stopped for a while. Oh, damn. And it wasn't because I didn't want to do it, I don't know. I don't get a lot of views anyway, so it's not like you get in the world if I don't. It's not like people are really out there being like, oh man, I miss it, I need it. But, oh shit. Yeah. But I figured, like right now especially, there's no sports. And I mean, come on, sports. I need sports in some way, some fashion. And if this is all I can have, then so be it, goddammit. I will take it. Because I'll be honest, I'm really getting worried about my college football season, and that's like my one sport that I look forward to the most. I love baseball, I love, you know, all that stuff, but man, college football's my jam. And if college football gets taken from me, man, I'm gonna be super bummed. Oh my god, you've got to be absolutely kidding me. If that wasn't some joke of a shit, I don't know what was. Oh, hell yeah. Kind of like I just did that pass play right here. Up, I tried to get it, nope, on his back around, spins around. Oh look, football. Yeah, it always tells me I'm qualified to play those, but I don't know. I haven't played enough of it. Like I said, yeah, it's no fun when you can't make extra points or field goals ever. And I'm kind of like stringy, like I'm very OCD about not missing things like field goals and. No, go figure. Eric fucking Dickerson. That should be his name this year. Because I bet a lot of people have called him that. I know there's been a couple teams I've played like with those solo battles where dude had really badass Eric Dickersons, and yeah. It's like fucking rubber. It's like one of the few dudes I don't turn my tackling on aggressive. Not after this year, at least. I know that. I didn't mind him when he was playing. I was pretty little when he was like with the Rams and shit and all that, but I remember his goofy goggle glasses things, and I remember being one fast son of a bitch. Once he got into the open field, he took like fucking 6-yard strides. Seemed like he was like just gliding. I'm just glad I got to experience so many cool video game things at a really cool age. Like I got to experience Tecmo Bowl Bo Jackson back in the day. I got to experience the Mike Vick on Madden back in the day when like your friends, you know, like when, like I said, when those were off limits. I remember my buddy would stay over and I'd have him bring his Tecmo Bowl over because he had, you know, I had the system and he had the game, so I was like, hey, bring your game over, we don't have to rent it. And he'd get there and he'd be like, okay, since it's my game, I get to be the Raiders. And I'm like, oh, the fuck you do. For real, I played the shit out of that game. We went through 2 Nintendo systems between me and my brother. There was a couple games. Bases Loaded 4. It was with college baseball teams. It was the craziest shit ever. And the Hawaiian pitchers could throw these knuckleball slider things that were unhittable. Yes, we did that too. Plus, not to mention, that was the beginning of being able to take something away from a kid and really make it hit deep. I knew I really screwed up if my mom if she'd start with my controllers and she'd make me look at my Nintendo, but I had no controllers. And then I borrowed a controller from my friend one time when I got in trouble and she had taken my controllers. So like after they went to bed, I plugged in my shit and I had muted Duck Hunt, and I was playing it, and my fucking cat accidentally stepped on my controller and unmuted it, and they heard those weird ass fucking noises in my room, and they came in, and yeah, they saw that I had a gun that normally I didn't have, and there was a controller sitting by me, and I was like, oh shit. So after that, they took the whole goddamn system away, but left the game sitting in front of me. Right? I was a dumb kid. I tried so many stupid things. I was actually earlier today, I was telling my kids, like, you guys are so screwed because you're not going to be able to do anything because I've done just about every stupid thing you can do now. If I haven't done it, I had a friend that did it, so good luck. I literally feel like I can predict the future with them when they're getting ready to do something. I'm like, don't do that. I promise, don't do that. For real. Better yet, you want to hear an awesome story? I got busted by the Easter Bunny. He snitched on me one year. My senior year of high school. The Easter Bunny snitched on me, and I got busted sneaking out. The reason was my mom, bless her heart, still felt obligated to bring us candy, even though, you know, we were well beyond the years of believing in things, and I honestly didn't think she would still do it that year, just because. And I snuck out, hung out with a friend till like 3 in the morning, got him home, I went home, everything looked good. Did my whole parking my truck thing so nobody would even notice I had left, and I walked in the door, and when I shut the door and locked the door and turned around, like every light in the kitchen turned on. And all I could think of, I literally, I was like, because I was all messed up, because me and my buddy were out gravel traveling all night, so I was just out of my mind. And when all the lights turned on, I just was like, oh, fucking shit. And my mom goes, oh, fucking shit is right. And I was like, oh, no. It's like, I'm in so much trouble. And I remember asking her, I was like, how, like, I don't get it. Like, how did anybody even know I left? I was like, surely you didn't come downstairs and check on us, because you never do that. And she goes, well, I got up, I brought you down an Easter basket, and the Easter Bunny let me know that you weren't in your room. So yeah, fucking Easter Bunny snitched on me, man. It was bad. It was bad. Like, my dad came out and didn't even know what was going on. He's like, what the hell is going on? She's like, you want to tell him? I'm like, not really. I'm like, you might as well just give him your side of things, because, yeah, I kind of just wanted to go to bed. It would have been, like, Saturday night, so it would have been early Sunday morning, like 3:30 in the morning on Sunday morning. Granted, we weren't big churchgoers, so it's not like we were waking up at the butt crack of dawn, but my parents were usually up by 8:30, 9 o'clock on a weekend, especially a holiday, because odds were pretty good. I don't remember 100%, but odds are pretty good that one of my grandparents, if not both, were coming over that day throughout the day, so we probably had shit going on all day. So really, if you think about it, in 1999, on this day, 1999, right now, I was out driving around with a buddy, smoking and drinking. I don't condone it, but I had a good night up until the time the lights came on. Things changed quickly after that. After that, I started getting, because she could tell I was messed up, because normally I would have been, you know, a little more defensive in for my own case. I just sat there just staring. I'm pretty sure I could see words coming out of their mouth, coming after me and hitting me and like falling on the ground. It was like, yep, I need to just go to bed, you guys. You can yell at me in the morning, but please just let me go to bed. What up? Just trying to finish up these lovely MUT games to get some coins back, get some packs that probably won't amount to much, but training points down the line, and yeah. So let's see, 1999. I'm not a math whiz, but that would have been what, 21 years ago? Is that right? Am I doing the math right there? I think 1999 would have been 21 years ago. Because last year would have been 20. So yeah, 20 years ago, 21 years ago at this time, I was an hour away of getting busted by my mom for sneaking out on Easter morning, and the Easter bunny snitched on me. That's funny. Holy shit, you started at level 60. What? How in God's green earth did you do that? I feel like it takes me forever to level up. There for a while I felt like I was doing alright, and then all of a sudden I just hit that wall. Oh, well, that's a horse of a whole different color. Why didn't you say something? Come on in. Anybody know what movie that's from? Huh? Anybody? Anybody? Dude, my mom still tries to rip my ass, but sometimes I just tell her to be quiet now. Like, but it's all in good fun. Nice. Hey, whatever works. I didn't even notice that earlier. Oh my god. And I played quite a few challenges tonight. I didn't even notice it was double XP. Well, that's good to know. That'll come in handy because I can use some coins and packs and all that good stuff. I feel like I have enough energy in me to probably play the next game if I win this one too and do another draft tonight. See, that's another reason I love baseball, is because, man, when it's a double XP weekend, they usually do a double XP weeks, and they let you know. Like, it's everywhere. Like, hey, don't forget, they'll tell you a week before, don't forget, double XP weekend's coming up, or double XP week. You're like, hell to the yeah. Like, I'm not doing any challenges. It's 9-inning games this week, bro. All I I know is I really hope, and like I said, I feel like I'm pretty safe in assuming that whatever candy you don't use will turn into training points. Are you serious? Jesus Christ. Oh man, that tells you how much I pay attention. I'm glad you're around to tell me these kind of things, because I had no fucking idea. That's awesome. I'm glad I can laugh at myself, or else I'd almost be angry with myself. Yeah, they need to do that. I don't know why you wouldn't, but okay. No, I probably just don't. See, sometimes when I get on their streams, if they're playing stuff, what I do is I put it on mute, and I just watch it while I'm doing other shit. Yeah, I don't remember. I don't keep any of mine. I turned them all into jelly beans. I like calling them jelly beans better than candy because I feel funny calling it candy. So I'm gonna call them jelly beans because I can. But I've just been selling mine for the jelly beans because, quite frankly, I assumed it was gonna pretty much just be junk that I was gonna turn into training anyway. And I honestly thought maybe as the jelly bean / candy things, they'll be worth more in training than they would be as a card. So I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. See, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, they put up pictures of jelly beans, but then they just call it candy. It's like, but it's just jelly beans, man. There is no candy. If you're gonna have candy, you should have put like some candy corn up there, some jelly beans, maybe some fake ass M&Ms, you know, or some fake ass Skittles things, just some colorful little candies, a chocolate bunny or something. I don't know. It's just me. See, this is why a video game company needs to give me a job. This is why EA needs to give me a job for college football. Because I'll make you a college football game that people will like. I promise. Nice. I was going to. I had full intentions. I think I talked to you about that, Little Red Rose. I was gonna try to go for a grand egg, but then I just decided that wasn't gonna be anything too spectacular. And I need training points for when I do buy that Barry Sanders finally, so I think it's like 9,100 training points for the thing I'm gonna need. Dude, there's nothing I would love more than a college football game. Like, I can't say it enough. And if they're gonna start paying players anyway, I don't see what the holdup is of making a... Everybody was telling me, oh, 2K bought the college football rights. It's like, well, no offense, but not to be a dick, but 2K has never made a football game that I've liked. I know they have made football games that a lot of people have liked. That's cool. I'm glad. But I just know one thing, that EA Sports never made a college football game that I didn't like. From the time I bought my first college football game that had fucking Danny Warfel on it and I couldn't pass the ball, to the time I got one that had the, what's his name on it from Michigan, old Denard. There wasn't a college football game I didn't buy and enjoy the hell out of, so I live it. I live in Nebraska, bro, so it's, as people like to say, it's all we got. But I mean, we have a lot of other colleges and a lot of other sports, minor league stuff like that we could get. It's just, it's a big deal. But it's cool though, Because when I grew up, I hear all these stories of people like, yeah, you know, I was forced to be a Alabama fan, or I was forced to be this fan. Never once did somebody tell me I had to be a Husker fan. I chose to be a Husker fan. But I tell you what, it wasn't much of a choice. It was an easy choice. And I grew up through the 80s where I dealt with a lot of close calls and a lot of losses. And I live in football. Hey, it'd be cool if there was a town, Football, Florida. Maybe you should start your own town, Football, Florida. You just might want to at least have a good high school football team if you're going to do that. People will have expectations. Yeah, it's only 2 a.m. here. I say only. But I'll probably get woke up at about 9:30 in the morning here for Easter stuff with the kids. Watch it snow all day, because it's going to snow here. It may have already started. Wow, that's kind of slick shit. I haven't looked outside recently, so Cowboys fan. I have no allegiance to any pro team. I just follow my Huskers and kind of wherever they end up. They're everywhere around here. We have a lot of Cowboys fans around here. I was a kid when they were pretty much winning every goddamn game there was to play. It was either the 49ers or the Cowboys, but I know one thing I knew when I was growing up: the Bills weren't going to win it. They were probably, oh shit, they were probably going to be in it, but they weren't going to win it. Since we're playing them, I figured that was an appropriate joke, right? Yeah, I can see how that could happen. Oh, just couldn't hold on to it. Yeah, and they had some pretty good teams. It's just they couldn't. They ran into some really good teams every time. Like, Jim Kelly was no fucking fluke, dude. That guy was a fucking beast. Oh no. And they had some dudes on defense that were pretty well able to hold their own on any given day, but for whatever it came down to on Super Bowl Sunday, shit usually went awry one way or another, whether it was a kick or something. Yeah, I thought it was 4 in a row. Yeah, that shit happens. That's what I felt like it was with Nebraska a lot of the time. Some of the years we had the most talented teams were also when we ran into Oklahoma when they had some of their best teams ever. And all it took was losing to Oklahoma late on Thanksgiving, or you know, that was the season. It was done. Or we'd run into Colorado and they'd have like their best team in the history of their fucking school with Cordell and all them guys, Rashawn Salam. But for the most part, we held our own. With Nebraska, it was usually the goddamn bowl game would go bad. And that was interesting. Yeah. I wasn't quite old enough to see him at his prime, but my grandpa told me stories that he was probably the most gifted athlete he'd ever seen play any sport between college and the pros. And when my grandpa says that to me, I took it pretty fucking seriously. Oh, what time is it? Like, what is it, 10 a.m. or something tomorrow morning? Eastern time or something, I think. I don't know. It should say on the back of the egg, if you, like, go to your card index thing where you can look at all your shit and go to your collectibles, and you should be able to press, like, what is it, R1? There you go. Yeah, they're not, sometimes they're specific, but like I said, I'm pretty sure you can read it on the back too if you ever want to know with any of that kind of stuff. Gotcha, bitch. I didn't mess with it. I'm saving my shit for training points. I changed my mind about halfway through. I was gonna use it, the color, or like the whatever you had to spell, and I was gonna do all that shit, but I gave up. Yeah, I started on the, I got my, you know, daily egg challenge done and all that jazz, and then I moved on to, what am I now? I think I got 61 stars out of the 96 you need to get the 96 overall player, that stuff that ends on the 17th. And then I had enough of that, and I wanted to get these done, so yeah, my title is kind of misleading, I guess, sorry. Yeah, if you're asking me what, yeah, my grandpa said that Roger Staubach was the most gifted athlete he'd ever seen play a sport. Just the way he could, you know, in that time, you gotta remember, they had only seen so much, but... Yep, you know me, out to get the views. Although I have like 115 subscribers now, so I was pretty thrilled with that. It's just a lot of that crap's from back in the day when I did stream on like a regular basis, and I had more of a schedule, and... Yep, PS4. I've never owned anything other than PlayStation since the PlayStation 1. It's been a personal preference, controllers and games that they have, so... Hey, thanks for stopping by, Dylan, appreciate it. Yeah, I think some of the ones I had weren't real, like, real subscribers, and they moved them, like, they leave. Because I noticed for a while I had a lot of subscribers that their profile names had, like, changed to weird shit, and their pictures were gone, so I was like, yeah, those aren't real. I need to do squads sometimes, but my problem is I have such shit internet where I live that when I do that kind of stuff, like, kicking extra points is almost impossible because my meter's all jumpy, and like a dude will throw a football and my screen will freeze just for that, you know, half second where it's like, yeah, that's not good. Yep. She knows. She knows what's up. I'd love to. I wish I could, because yeah. Put it this way, I can't even play my kids in the other room without both of our internet sucking so bad, because all it does is sucks all the internet from one, so I thought maybe I could just play other people. Nope. I was, like I said, I missed 3 or 4 extra points in one game, and I was just so irritated. I was like, dude, this isn't cool. Because I'm not a person that misses extra points or field goals. I don't allow it. If it gets blocked, okay, but I don't miss it. Screen. Yeah, I wish I could do squads and stuff, because I have a few friends that do that, and I don't know. I could probably try it sometime with somebody, but I almost know how it's going to turn out. Oh, he got it. It's that, like, I was a kicker back in the day. So I take my special teams pretty serious. It's funny, I always get friends with the Husker kickers on Twitter and shit, and throughout the year I always make friends with them, and I've got to be pretty good friends with a lot of guys that have played kicker for Nebraska, and one of my favorite things to put is that, you know, remember that kickers and punters are people too. Dude, kicking's awesome, because first of all, you don't have to get smoked and you don't get concussions every other day. Practices were boss. All I had to pretty much do was run a little bit with everybody, and then when they went off and did their shit, we went off and kicked. And it wasn't that I wanted to be lazy, I just really wanted to just kick all practice and get really good at kicking. So I did. But literally, the week I was finally, they told me on Monday, on Friday they said, hey, the kicker that plays on Monday in JV got hurt, so we're going to have you kick, and I was stoked, so I kicked and practiced all week, and then on Monday on the way to the game I crashed my car, and I fucked myself up good. McAfee's, he's a unique individual, and I love it. Yeah, we didn't have a lot of kids either, but there was enough at the second school. I didn't go to the same school I grew up in, so I ended up at another school, and I figured that was my best chance to play, was to be like, hey, I can kick, because they only had one kicker, and he was a freshman. So I was like, you know what, I'm a freshman, he's a freshman. If he blows it, I should get a chance, because nobody else could kick at all. Oh, shit. And I could at least hold my own. I was also like the third string quarterback, so on JV I'd have been second string, but with the people that were in front of me, I never played. That wasn't going to be a thing. Oh, I might have missed that one. She's going to jank off the fucking pole. It makes my blood boil. Makes my blood boil. It's karma for talking about it. Yeah, that still bums me out that I never got a kick that night, because had I kicked that night, I probably would have been kicking the next Friday, because the kid broke his freaking leg right underneath his knee, so it was like a major, you know, bone break. But then my dumbass had to go and crash my car on the way to a game, and doctor, I don't remember it, but the doctors asked me who we were playing that night, and I can tell you now that we were playing David City. But that night I answered the Colorado Rockies. Hey, if you can play, I don't care. There was a girl we had to play against, and she was their center. She was the biggest player on their friggin' team, man. Scream. But yeah, I was so fucking concussed. I don't remember shit of that night. Last thing I remember was flying into a ditch at about 50 miles an hour, and then kind of walking up on this lady's porch and telling her I needed to call my mom, and I had blood coming out of my ear. She was wigging out. I remember that because my mom told me, you scared the hell out of that old lady. I was like, well, I wasn't trying to. I just needed a phone. Holy cow, Minka. Jesus. I've never seen anybody do that before. I'm not even gonna lie, dude. I've never seen anybody do a backflip before. That was different. I mean, worthwhile, because that was a hella good pick, but... Yeah, she was super old. I don't really remember, like, I just telling her I need to call my mom. I just crashed my car. And I sat down on her porch, and I don't remember what I told my mom. I don't remember what my mom said. I just remember handing the lady the phone and being like, can you please tell my mom where you live? Because I remember my mom was asking me where I was, and I just remember just staring at around trying to think where. And it's crazy, I was only a mile and a half from home. And I had no fucking clue where I was. Like I said, the whole night's just a long blur. I remember going to the football game because my mom was like, you know, after I left the doctor's, and he's like, yeah, if he thinks he's playing the Colorado Rockies, he definitely shouldn't be playing no football games tonight. And they told me to go home, but I was like, no, I really want to go to the game, you know, I want to watch the game. And we went to the game, and it was so loud, and it was just killing my head. The only cool thing that came of it was, like, all the girls were all around me because they thought I died. Right? Yep, really close to home. But yeah, that was the rumor going around the game that night, because everybody knew I was going to show up because I really was looking forward to being the kicker. And then I didn't show up, and then I was, like, late, and then the game started, and I still wasn't there, and nobody had heard anything, but somebody said they had, you know, drove on the same road I was on, and they had seen my car in the ditch, and it was all fucked up. And yeah, of course, rumors fly fast. Everybody was like, yeah, we thought you were dead because we were hearing stories that you had died. And I was like, no, feel dead. I was like, I think I'm gonna go home, because it was, like I said, it was too loud. I should have listened to the doctor. There was a reason he wanted me to go home. But yeah, for a few minutes I felt pretty special having all those high school girls, being a freshman in high school, and like senior girls coming up giving me hugs because they're like, oh, I thought you were dead. Like, I think I might be. I don't know why all you people are being so nice to me, but I could be dead. That's not a bad chunk of coins to be sitting on. I'm sitting on 243 right now, 243,000, because I'm waiting to buy Barry tomorrow at some point. I'm holding out. I'm being super stubborn, and I'm waiting for it to be like 170,000 before I buy it. Dude, that was the closest thing I had to a girlfriend until I was a junior in high school, and I ended up marrying the girl I went to prom with, because, yeah, that shit'll come around, don't worry about that. I remember it was like almost the end of my junior year, right before prom, and my dad thought for sure I was gay because I didn't have a girlfriend, and I just laughed. I thought it was hilarious. I'm like, no, I hate to burst your bubble, but I'm not. It's like, I just really not a fan of all these chicks. Yeah, I wish I was more help with advice on that, but like I said, we do totally different things, so, but like you said, yeah, well, yeah, leveled up. TJ Watt. That commercial he has on TV is awesome, with him and his brothers for Subway. I don't know if anybody's seen that yet, but it's fucking awesome. Not to be off subject, but right? I asked my wife to her, it would have been her junior year, it was my senior year, because my mom said I should probably go to my senior prom. Didn't plan on going. wasn't gonna go, but she kind of forced me to go, so I had to find a date. So there was this chick I worked with, and I had an algebra class with me. And I asked her if she thought her friend would go with me, and she was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure she's already going and has a boyfriend. And I was like, oh, that figures. I was like, well, I'm just going to have to tell my mom tough shit. But then the next day at work, a bunch of people at work were like, well, why don't you ask this one chick that you asked yesterday about her friend, because I don't think she has anybody to go with, and she's only a sophomore, so she can't go unless somebody takes her. And I was like, well, I guess I'll do somebody a solid, and they can be my date, so I have a date, and they can go so they can go to prom. Now I'm married to her, so... yeah, it's an awesome commercial. Oh, geometry. Don't even get me started. My kids in middle school. I have one in middle school and one in the 3rd grade, so right now I'm a homeschool teacher. And needless to say, I don't take care of any of the math. That's my wife's department. She deals with the math. I take the science, the social studies, the English, and the PE. She's the principal, the superintendent. We're both guidance counselors, and she does the math. Alright, let's see if maybe just once, for once, if one of these packs can be really fucking awesome and throw something out there. I feel like I've gotten that Isaiah Crowell card like 17 times this year. At least. Well, that one really didn't blow my mind any. Yeah, we had a teacher that was like that. He straight up told you at the beginning of the year, it was like a government class. He told you, I don't care if you sleep through my class, just don't fail my test because I won't pass you. If you want to sleep through my class and you pass my test, I don't give a crap what you do, it's your time. But yeah, I had friends that I knew that slept through class. They would still pass his test and he passes them. It was crazy. It was one of the weirdest shit I ever seen, man. But I started at a school, get this, I started at school, had 9 kids in my class, most of which whom were related to one another, so that made proms interesting. But the second school I went to had 32 kids in the class. Sadly, most of them still related to one another. But then my junior and senior year of high school, I went to a school where I had 129 kids in my class and 127 graduated. Yes, that pack was full of butt cheeks, that's for sure. But go figure. That's why I don't buy any. Sweet Home Alabama. No, Sweet Home Nebraska. But usually people would find dates from other towns. That was the thing. You found dates from other small towns, and then you would all end up at their proms, and they ended up at your proms. So yeah, it was kind of crazy like that. But yeah, I had 9 kids in my class. I had 3 girls in my class, and 2 of the boys were cousins with 2 of the girls in my class. So for them, that was really bummer. It was like, man, you guys, most classes only had 2 girls. It was like the choices weren't great. It was like you guys are running out of anything because you're related to them. You're really screwed. Yeah, that's nice. Well, I'm going to play this last game, hopefully win it. We'll double my entry fee there because I paid 9, I think, to get into it. So I'll get my 9 back and an extra 9, and then we'll get 5 shit packs, I bet. But hey, at least like I said, I'll go through and not on stream because it's tedious, but I'll go through and trade all that bullshit in and see what we can get. I seem to have better luck with baseball opening packs than I do on football. My kids were really mad because I was messing around on last year's game a few weeks ago just for something to do, and I had a bunch of coins, so I was like, screw it, it really don't matter anymore, I don't need it, it's, you know, it's going to be an old game in a couple weeks. So I bought a pack, and I ended up getting a 99 overall Clayton Kershaw card, and dude, they were so mad. They're like, why did you buy that pack, sir? I'm like, guys, it wouldn't have happened if I'd have bought it, you know, 7 months ago and this game was still playing. Yeah, I've done that before when I needed the money, but right now I know I have enough for the card I need, and I more need training points anyway, so I got a bunch of other shit I gotta exchange and all do all that stuff, so that's usually what I just do with all that crap, is I just exchange them out. Sometimes I'll take the quick sell on one of them and I'll keep one of them just for shits and giggles. Sometimes I sell them both, sometimes I keep them both. I don't know, it just kind of depends. I'm definitely going to redraft a team though after this. So if anybody likes watching a draft, stick around, because I'm going to do one after this for the next team. I won't play any more games the night after this, but I will definitely do the draft and open all the packs and do all that crap before the night's over. Check out the old nightly berry check. Said it was at anywhere from 205 to about 211 earlier, so we'll see. Yeah, I did that a couple times, and I can't remember for which guy. I think it was Sue. I needed to get some training points quick for Sue. So I kind of looked into certain cards, you know, to get that were low priced, high training kind of situation. But even then, the fucking internet was showing me how nice it was, because yeah, I was having trouble winning auctions because I felt like every time I'd press to buy on it, some bitch would sell before I could press X 2 or 3 times, and it was getting pretty annoying. That's how poopy my internet is sometimes. It literally makes buying cards difficult. I just can't complain, because a couple years ago I couldn't even stream. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. The old quarterback fumble-rooski. See, that's kind of how I build my team. It's just for best overall, I guess. It has no real purpose other than just the best overall team. Yeah, if you go back and look at some of my like original golf streams, like I didn't realize how bad it looked, but if I'd have known it looked so freaking pixely, I would have never even streamed. Honestly, and I did quit for a while because I was like, no, I'm not going to make people look at that. It was bad. Like, my golf ball didn't look like a ball, it looked like a square. It's great. And what we didn't find out is just our modem sucked. We were supposed to have really good internet, but I don't know. Holy Snapple, he just bent right around me. Even the internet stuff confuses me around here, because you know, they're like, oh, you have 100 megabyte internet, blah blah blah, so your download should at least be this and your upload should be this, but it never is. That's even with everything else turned off in the entire freaking house. It's never even close to what we're paying for per se, so it's like, that's a joke. it runs, if I had to put a number behind it, I'd say it runs at about 1/4 of what we're paying for, as far as what they say, you know, oh, this is what it should be, blah 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 blah. But whenever I run a test, it is nowhere near that. No, we have, it's at least wireless. But it's just the old school, you know, modem runs through a cable outside, and I'm sure it hooks up to the satellite, but once again, even then, I don't understand half of it around here. I'm old. I'm just glad it works. I told my oldest kid he needs to hurry up and start paying attention in computer class, because pretty quick here it's going to be up to him to take care of this shit. It's going to be like my dad was back in the day when he couldn't get the cable box to work. Will you look at this goddamn thing? I'm like, yeah, let me look at it. I just know I couldn't probably stream during the day if I tried, between the kid's phone, our satellite, everything runs off the goddamn internet anymore. So during the day, it's probably, there's just nothing. Hey man, you will make a lot of money someday, and you won't have a problem getting girls anymore, or guys, whatever your preference may be. I promise, because that's one thing I should have paid more attention to when I was in school, was all the computer stuff. Because I was growing up at a really good time of when it was still, you know, in its infancy. I remember at my school when we had one computer for the whole fucking school. Imagine that now. Like, think about that now. One computer for your whole school. So you had to like wait for other classes to get done, and it was in the library, so during certain classes you had to like go in and like, you know, get reservations to use the computer, and then you had to take turns with your friends for class using the computer, so you only had, you know, 10 minutes on it each to do what you needed to do. And that's when the internet wasn't really even the internet, it was literally just words. There was very few pictures. It was literally research only. So not only imagine just one computer, but imagine once you got on that computer, there not being much on it. Yeah, I told my kids, get really good at computer stuff, because A, you'll save yourself a lot of money down the road, and B, you can make a lot of money down the road, so there's nothing wrong with knowing shit about technology. Learn a lot about technology and buy land. You do those two things, you'll make a lot of fucking money. That was a good block. They can't catch him. Surprised, usually I don't return punts when I'm playing the last team on this. I usually don't get touchdowns on punt returns, so. Don't we all, man? I don't know where people find as many as they do and what they do with what they do. Like pictures of people on Twitter with like an all 99 team with like power-ups and all this stuff. I'm like, where did you find all the training points for that? Well, that was interesting. Yes, they do. And that is one thing I refuse to do. I have no problem with buying a game and downloading it and spending money that way, but baseball, there was one time where I had an extra 15 bucks that I didn't use, so I used it to buy some packs, and even then I didn't get crap, but I've never spent money on this game. The last 3 years I've played MUT, I've never spent a single dime on it. I even had a 99 overall team 2 years ago, 95 overall team, almost 96 last year. So it can be done, you just gotta be smart about shit. Get lucky every now and then. I feel like this quarter is taking forever. Holy shit. Luke done come kill you. He'll get you. Sucks that dude had to retire so young. Yeah, see, I figure like a 92 team on this year's game is pretty decent, I feel like. It's like we were discussing earlier, I don't think you were on here yet, but I feel like this year it's hard to get your overall up compared to in the years past. Yeah, that'll help a lot of people out, I think. They'll just spend them on, you know, do a little looking. Rather hoard that shit for a little while. Yeah, you can level up fast if you do it right. I felt like I got to 90 really quick, so I was like, oh cool, I'm gonna, you know, this is gonna be nothing. Maybe this year I can get a 95 team again, and then yeah, I feel like since I've gotten to 90, I've just been stuck. That's even right now. I have a 92 overall defense, but I'm still a 91 overall, so. But it's also getting pretty damn close to the end of this shit, so. No. Oh man, he blocked him right into me. Blocked him right into me. He stole your dog. That's not good. Is he gonna give it back? I didn't think they'd actually throw the ball there, but they did. I know how that goes. I had a cat that I found when it was a kitten, and it pretty much followed me everywhere. And then once my kid was born, it became super attached to him. And now it's like, oh, hey there. It goes everywhere with him. I could give a shit less about anybody else, so. So when he goes to bed, it goes back there and lays down with him. Wherever he goes, it has to go. But that's cool, though. He calls it his cat now, so I don't mind. I did that shit when I was younger. My mom had a cat that she brought home, and I liked it a lot, and it seemed to like me more than everybody else, so it just became my cat. My dog's a tiny little thing. It just lays wherever it wants. It can pretty much fit anywhere too, so that helps it out. It doesn't even weigh 4 pounds, so. Our dog will lay with whoever will allow it to lay with him. If you'll let it on your lap, it'll lay there. Shit, I thought that was a face mask. Tick-tock clock, goddamn, I feel like it's going slow. It's probably just because it's late. I'm finally getting tired. I had a mentally challenged Chihuahua named Pepe when I was a little kid. And it was not right. That dog had some issues. But my mom felt bad because they were going to put it to sleep because nobody wanted it, so she took it, and yeah. She came home and said, "This is Pepe. He's a little off. Be nice to him." Yeah, he was a pain in the ass, but he's a funny little dog. We have, like, I think they call him a Yorkshire Terrier, something like that. It's a little tiny thing. They're not supposed to be as tiny as it is, but like I said, it's probably, I don't think it's ever probably weighed more than 4 pounds, so. Russell Wilson placed that just about perfectly there. Ooh, smoked him. Yeah, I figured they didn't look like they were going to have a whole lot of safety help over top there. Figured all I had to do was throw it up there and hope that somebody could come underneath it. Usually this last team plays me a lot better than this one, but damn. I do feel like when I was drafting this team, like the defense is pretty solid. Tackle him, fellas. Nice. That'll come in handy. I don't think I'll probably level up since I just did, but now that I know these things, I'll probably play the shit out of this tomorrow. Like I said, I'm going to draft a team and open these packs tonight before I call it a night. That was weird because that looked like a busted play until all of a sudden it wasn't. Well, that depends, I guess. Do you feel like you're more of an offensive person or defensive person? Like, because I would probably say if you can use it on Dak, I mean, if that's your plan for quarterback, I would always go for quarterback. You know, try to get your most used weapons as high as you can, as quick as you can. Wide receivers, halfbacks, quarterbacks, cornerbacks. Oh, like cornerbacks right there, that guy. Cornerbacks are important because they do this, and if they're good, nobody stops them. But that's just me. That's kind of my style because of what I run. I run the ball a lot. I throw quick passes. I throw deep passes. I definitely built my offense first and my defense second, so... But if you're the type of dude who likes to use TJ Watt as a preference, then maybe you want to do it there. Like I said, I play the draft, this thing, much different than I do my MUT team, just the style of their play. Hey, you said you're not funny. That's pretty funny. But you probably shouldn't do that. Holy crap, it's finally the fourth quarter. I didn't even notice that. It's taking forever. Holy shit, that was a cold blast of air that just came in through my window. I wonder if it's snowing. They said it was supposed to start snowing around 3 a.m., so it is 3 a.m. Uh-oh. Oh, goddamn punter. That 39 made me come back in. Otherwise, he was going to get his second touchdown on a punt return. Alright, let's kill this clock and get out of here. That'll be the 2-minute warning. I enjoy it. I like doing the best overall. I like to challenge myself to see the best overall team I can get by the end of the year. And B, it's a way to more style a team upon how you want to style it. I didn't even mess around with all that crap this year, you know, all those diamonds and stuff, because my cousin did that, and I was just like, man, it just doesn't fit. The players they give you didn't fit the mold of the team that I like to play with, like style-wise, so... Yeah, that's about what it's kind of the same style that my kids like to play. They change things up a lot more than I do. The only thing I do is maybe move a couple dudes on defense around. Otherwise, I don't hot route that often. I'm not saying I never do, but for the most part, the play I pick is the play I run. Yeah, I do run a 3-4 defense on my MUT team. This team doesn't, so coach I had to use, but hey, we got one more cheat touchdown right as the clock ran out for just style points. It's done. We've done it. Another MUT draft. We won. I think this is probably like the 15th or something one I've done. I think I didn't get to the finals on one of them. Yeah, they do that to me too when we play each other. It's like they will change. It's like playing Peyton Manning. They just change every receiver's route. They pretty much change the play. I give them a hard time. I'm like, why do you even look for a play? Because it'll be funny how they'll look for a play, they'll pick it, then they'll change. And I'm like, dudes, just go to formation if that's what you're going to do. Just pick the formation you want and then change everything. And they're like, oh, yeah. It's like you save yourself a ton of time if you're not going to even run the play you pick. But it's funny, though, because you got to be careful when they do that, because then I know if they don't change it, I know a lot easier what they're going to do just by looking at, what they're lined up in. So it almost requires you to have to do it every time. Alright, there's that. I'll open those in a minute. Alright, let's just do it real quick here while we're here so I don't have to come back to it. Let's just draft the next team. Alright, we got Rivera, Tomlin. Well, I think I'm going to have to probably go... That's awesome. We were just talking about that earlier. Because I was like, I think everybody calls him Eric fucking Dickerson at this point. And then Little Red Roses is saying, yeah, if you don't call him fucking or fuck Dickerson, then you're not doing it right this year. I think we're going to go with Tomlin this time. Proper Pickles. That's what his name is. At least that's what it's showing up on my screen. Now there was somebody else on a little bit ago, but ooh, good lord, that Tyler Lockett will work out wonderfully because I get his other card and I've enjoyed the hell out of that. So, indeed. Whoa. No way. Now here's the thing. Normally I would probably take the Steve Young, but because I have Pittsburgh's offense and I love fucking Joe Montana, I've been dying to use this card. I want to do it once, so that's what we're doing. Dude, I love this shit. I love drafting. If I could be on somebody's draft war room team, I'd be a happy person. Like if that was my job, just to scout players and draft. Going with that one because that one did me good last time. Gotta build my offensive line because I gotta run. Alright. There's one of the running backs. I'd like to think we'll get another at some point. Offensive line is done. I'd be in heaven if my job was to watch college football. Oh, and then I get that one, huh? Bummer. But I already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One can play strong safety and the other can play free safety. There they are. There's the next ones. Oh, that's going to be a deadly duo. Man, I don't need those guys. So let's see. One of those, maybe like Fitzpatrick can play cornerback. Man, Luke Kuechly again. And Deshaun Jackson again. Hey, there's your guys' friend Eric Dickerson, man. Oh, that's funny. Finally a tough decision. One could play right and the other could play left, and I only have one good D tackle. And we'll go with him because I can move Fitzpatrick to a cornerback. There's your boy Jason Garrett. I don't know, I feel like I'm going to stick with Pittsburgh though. I think I like the idea of their offense with Joe Montana and those two running backs and the receivers I got. I think that'll be a pretty good combo. Alright, so let's go see here real quick. Yeah, I've used them a couple times on a couple of my drafts things I did. But I've also... Good God. Good God. Well, this is who I got, if anybody wants to see my team really quick while we're here. Like I said, I'm fixing to get this Barry Sanders done next. That's why I'm saving up training points, and I'm going to buy that coming up. So yeah, and I found a way to get a Husker in there on offense too somehow. So yeah, go Big Red. Pretty good receiving core, I feel like. My offensive line does a good job, and I got pretty good tight ends for the time being. Defense, I got my Shazier there, I got another Husker here. Like I said, I'm not messing with them for a while. Got my Sue recently done. After I get Barry Sanders done, I'm going to get Marlon Humphrey done, because I have his power up in his 86 card. And I'm fixing to get a 91 overall or 92 power up pass here, I think, pretty soon. So I'll probably use that and then do that. Yeah, that was smart. You're a smart person there, because yeah, I just got fortunate enough that the Barry Sanders was the one that crashed. I honestly didn't think they'd do the 98 Barry. That makes me wonder if they're not having an Ultimate Legend card for him, I guess. So I thought he was a legend, but maybe not. I don't know. I just went over 250, so I can officially say I have 250,000 coins right now, and I don't very often get to say that. What's crazy is my defense is a 92, and I still have this 86 overall Pat Tillman sitting there. I'm close to getting him up to like 88 for here pretty soon, so I got my kicker and punter up to an 89, and then I just kind of stopped because I figured that's good enough. It feels good, right, to say that sometimes. Pretty soon, like shit like this, I don't know, I just left it in there because why not? That's really officially right now the only 99 overall card I have is when he's playing slot receiver. Otherwise, normally I would have him doing it just because he's fucking fast, but and then yeah, I used it right now. I'm using the Saints offense, and then I have the alternate defense, and then of course Coach Madden, because why not? Yeah, what's mine? I think I just got mine up to a 93. Like I said, I wish I could get this Shazier up higher. Get him up to a 98 would be cool, but yeah, he's 93 right now, but I prefer Beckham over him right now. And eventually it'll move, but so yeah. But yeah, it's gonna go Barry Sanders needs to get done. Marlon Humphrey will get done, and then I'm gonna work on Lamar Jackson after that. So that's kind of my next 3 steps. And then after I get that, I'll probably get the offensive line all up to 90s. Somebody was telling me to change my defense to that, but right? And yeah, that's the worst part, is if you do a certain thing, it does. You feel like you're like, well, what about all that stuff I put work into? But I don't know. There's been a couple of times where I screwed up and I put the whatchamacallit, X Factors or whatever, the superstar ability shit on the wrong dude, because I didn't realize I didn't even realize at first you could only have 3. And then after I did that, I'd get the 3 I wanted, and then I'd get a different player who was better, that was more important to use it for him. But at least they give you some amount of a refund. You get a pretty decent refund if you do go back and do all that shit. If you do it right, you can get some of your stuff back, training point wise, so that's nice. Alright, what was I gonna do? This right here. Well, like I said, I'm not really too worried about coins right now, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and take the packs for now. Say, I know like the upgrades, you pretty much get half your training points back, and with the superstar abilities and all that, you get almost all of it back. They do keep a little of it, but whatever. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, because yeah, like I said, I have no idea who's kind of got the best mix as a group, I guess. The Cowboys fan says Cowboys. Well, if we're picking favorites, then I want you to make a team of nothing but Husker players, god damn it. I don't care if they're bronzes. You can go find Kenny Bell with his afro. Amir Abdullah's got a couple cards. Sue will be your super stud. Levante David's got some good ones. You can do that. I thought about making an all Husker team on here. I thought it'd be kind of cool. Like going through and just figuring out, you know, who has the best overall cards and the highest you can get them. And unfortunately, it wouldn't be that very good of a team, but oh well, it'd be kind of cool to have, I guess, more just to screw around with. Good God. Hey, that one's pretty good for considering what these packs are. To pull an 80 out of these Hail Mary packs, I'll take that. It's nothing great, but I'll take it, considering normally that's what you get. Oh, kiss my ass with your silvers. Kiss my ass with all your silvers. That was just shit. Oh, hey, there we go. That's not horrible. Well, last one. That guy's name is Jake Butt. I made a lot of fun of this guy. Cause he went to a school where I had to deal with him for a few years. From Michigan, I believe. Yeah. Jake Butt, man. I think I'd have done anything in my life to try to change my name to JB something. JB Smith. But to each his own, man. Yeah. Don't even get me started on their fucking 10% tax shit, these games. Baseball's just as bad with that. That's the dumbest thing ever. They're taxing things that don't even exist. And I get it, it's not a real tax, it's not costing me, but it can cost people real money. And it's stupid. It's a fucking game. Golf even does it. When you're on an online society and you pay to enter an event, if it's $100, they say a 10% tax fee will be taken out of your... And you're like, excuse me? If I take money out of my golf thing to donate to my society to give people money for winning the tournaments, they charge me a tax on that, a 10% tax, and I'm like, why? It's a video game. Seriously, it's like, I think it's probably one of the dumbest things I've ever seen happen to me on a game, where I think it was 2 years ago or 3 years ago on baseball when I was getting into Diamond Dynasty, and there was like taxes. Like I sold a card, but I noticed I didn't get nearly as much as I was selling it for, and I was like, then it hit me. I realized, dude, I didn't even pay attention. Like they tax this shit. Like what the hell? They just cost me coins. Like don't they realize I need that? All right, let's go do a berry check here real quick. Nope, not that one. That one, please. Oh man, look at that. Sons of bitches. This one's at 210, but the buy now is 222 right now. Look at that shit right there. Are you fucking kidding me right now? That isn't real, right? Hey, hold on. What's going on? Well, that ain't some of the weirdest shit I've ever seen. If I was more into sniping, for real, dude, that's kind of nutty. I get it, but holy shit. You'd still think there'd be those people that are like, yo, I went to all the work to get this thing. That's just weird. People are strange. I mean, I get it sometimes, but sometimes I don't. I know for starters, that's nuts that people would do that. I mean, yeah, you know it's not gonna, but just imagine that. If you had a 99 overall card and you woke up in the morning and realized it sold for 150 coins because it just slid through the cracks somehow. Oh my god. I don't know if they're just doing it as a giveaway to one of their friends or something. Because they're definitely doing it wrong, but I don't know, that's weird. That just seems very odd to set something like that at 150. Not even, they set it even lower, because I mean that's after 2 bids, so holy shit. Dude, I would like did it on purpose? Like it was like, I don't get it. Like that seems like such a silly thing. I'm not even kidding. If this thing doesn't go up a bunch, I'll snag it and I'll resell it for 450 or 420 or something. That's a shit accident, dude. If that happened, that'd be a shitty accident. Because holy Christ. For real, right? I mean, imagine the feeling you turn it on and your things like, that little notification comes up and you look at it and they're like, yeah, you sold your 99 overall for 150 coins. You're like, what? For real, that's crazy. That almost hurts my head. Imagine being the guy that got it. That's like the biggest steal of a video game in the history of video games. That's like a snipe. That's more than a snipe. That's a super snipe. Whoever got it belongs in a fucking Hall of Fame for finding that, because I don't get how that slips through the cracks. For real. I bet they quit the game. They were just like, nope, done, done, done. Probably sold their Madden game for $4 after it was done too. Yep, there she goes. It's exploding now. Everybody and their dogs jumping on it. Right? Yeah, they just get rid of everything. Bundle sell. Madden 20 PS4 controllers all must go by morning or it's being destroyed. $7. Yep, there she goes. 103 bids. Just like that. That exploded because people are like, dude, if I can get this for $270. It's like, yeah, good luck. I don't even want to sit and watch that go up another 200,000, but right? Like, yep, I'm just gonna wait. Probably won't even ever buy Madden again. Next year Madden comes out like, nope, never doing it again. They're like, did you hear the story about the guy that got a 99 Vic and sold it for 250 coins? And somebody's like, yeah, actually I did hear about that. And he's like, yeah, it was me. And they're like, oh wow, yeah, sorry man. Alright, well, it's legit 3:30 in the morning here, and I gotta wake up in like a few hours and do the whole Easter thing, so I should probably try to get a little sleep here. But now that I know it's double XP, thanks for telling me that. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm really close to getting that 96 overall, dude, so I'll probably just get that done and out of the way. Might play a couple games with that new draft team. We got 293 there, and we'll get one more for Tillman, and then we need a few more interceptions. Yeah, I wouldn't do that, I guess. I would never get that extreme, but yeah, I could see how the feeling would join you, and you'd be like, yeah, I just need to be away from these people. I don't think I'd probably admit to it. Whoever did it would probably never even admit to it anyway. Too bad they didn't put the names on the cards. Like some of the games back in the day used to put who was selling it, so you knew like where it was coming from. And man, dude's probably really glad he's like, I hope they can't trace that back to me, because I'm never admitting to anyone that happened to me. Friends come over like, dude, let me see your golden ticket. He's like, oh, there was a glitch, man, I thought I got it and I didn't. At that point he'd be better off saying he lied and just told him that for fucking shits and giggles, and dealing with the riffraff you get from that than being like, I sold it for 250 coins last night. Alright, well, thanks for watching. Tomorrow we got the Masters on golf. Since the Masters didn't happen, we'll do some football, and I'm gonna probably break into Dirt 2.0 a little more. So I plan on 3 different streams tomorrow. Golf might be during the day. Football will probably be closer to like, I don't know, 10 o'clock ish, and Dirt 2 will happen whenever I'm done with football. So yeah, thanks for stopping by. Everybody stay safe. Everybody stay inside. Wash your damn hands. Yeah. Peace. Later.